All right, it's time to take a look at some stories making headlines around the country this morning. Our first comes from the happiest place on earth. A California man is surely the happiest man on earth after so many trips to Disney.
Wow.
Jeff Wrights now holds the most consecutive Disneyland visits in a row, as far as days in a row goes. So he has been to the park 2,995 times.
What?
That is every day for more than 8 years. After his first year, Disney made him an honorary citizen of Disneyland. He says he started going when he had lost his job, but he had been gifted an annual pass, so there you go. He gets a pass,
I have
literally.
so many questions.
What are your first few?
Well, does he work now? Why does he not work there?
That's true.
That's a great question.
And
I'm
surely, do you think he still gets an annual pass every year? Because that would be, I mean,
Well-
I took my kids to Disney. It is not cheap.
It is expensive. Well, if he is an honorary citizen, I think that means he doesn't need a pass anymore.
So the goal is to become the honorary citizen.
Yes.
Do you have to pay taxes if you're a citizen? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
pay
bet
taxes
you do. I bet
there.
somehow you do.
Well, and I think if he lives there, he probably has a job and he goes every day, maybe just to walk. You know, it's like if he's just walking around, or one day he does one ride, one day he does
Crowds.
one food.
I
Yeah,
think
the
we do.
crowds, that's true. Well, he probably knows all the tricks too, like the best time to go.
Smart.
You know. But very cool. That's commitment. That is
commitment.
commitment.
Record.
Every day, man. Very cool. Well, Chick-fil-A getting into the plant-based craze starting, they started a couple weeks ago, February 13th. The chicken chain, they're now testing a breaded cauliflower sandwich.
All right.
So only a few restaurants though. It's just a test round right now. The Denver restaurant, Charleston, South Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina region. So Chick-fil-A says its chefs spent 4 years testing
Wow.
recipes using mushrooms. They chopped vegetables and chickpeas before settling on cauliflower. Now this is a vegetarian option because there's no meat on the sandwich. However, on the Chick-fil-A website, they said, we don't want to say vegetarian because of how and where it's prepared, the environment that where it's prepared, just because they prepare it,
Yeah.
I guess, with everything else like their chicken and stuff. However, there's no meat in the sandwich.
They
so.
seem to be able to make anything taste good, so
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
it would. But I just don't see that going over real well.
I'm convinced. You could fry anything, I'll eat it.
Oh,
Almost
yeah.
anything.
I'll try it. I'll try
Yeah.
it. And I think it's a good option to have. Chick-fil-A,
agree.
cauliflower.
Cauli-fil-A.
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 Cauliflower.
All right.
I'm
We're
sure
making
that
them money
breading
now.
tastes pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. So I hope it does well in the test market so that we can have something
Try it.
closer to us so we can try it, yeah.
Yep. Well, I'll have to give that a go if it makes it nationwide. Our final headline this morning, artificial intelligence could soon be taking over your daily chores.
Yes, please.
Yeah, robots don't sound so bad now, do they? Researchers from the University of Oxford, suggest that by 2033, so 10 years from now, many chores will be automated, dropping the average amount of time we spend on a domestic task by 39%. Researchers asked AI experts from the UK and Japan to predict how much tasks will become automated in 5 years and within the decade. They say time spent doing housework will drop 44% over the next 10 years, time washing dishes down 47%, and cleaning and cooking by 46%. So almost everything being cut in half here. The one thing predicted to be the most taken over, though, is grocery shopping, with 59% of that work being put on robots and algorithms.
Okay, call me crazy. But the whole dishwashing thing, like, isn't that a dishwasher?
Right? There's already a machine
We already have
robot
that?
for that.
Yeah. that's been
Now
around a
maybe
while.
your robot
There's
puts it in
going
the
to be a
dishwasher.
machine
You have kids for
rinsing them and cutting. There you go.
Why not
I
just
like
have
that. Yeah, kids for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, coming up next, Natalie's going to lay out your full forecast one more time for you. It's going to be a windy day after a stormy night.
And Missouri State hosting a local candidate forum to encourage more voters to get out to the polls. We are breaking down the numbers on how many voters typically turn out for local elections and how Missouri State is hoping to boost those numbers. It's 6:43 on your Monday. We'll be right back.